Hi guys, this is going to be part one of I don't know how many part series, however many you guys keep asking for, but I have a long list of things I've learned in my 44 years of life, and I'm just going to post 5 here. If you guys want to see 5 more, then I'll just keep making more and more parts as we go, but I wanted to get started on this. So the first 5 things that I've learned and that I recommend from my 44 years of experience being a mom, being married twice, and just living life. Let's go. Number 1, minimize and declutter often. For me personally, once I started decluttering and getting rid of stuff that I don't use, that I don't need, it started freeing up not only space in my home, but space for me to have less things to worry about, less attachment to physical things. And then that opened me up to focusing more on like my spiritual journey and like getting outside and doing more things. So I would say declutter. If you don't use it, get rid of it, give it away, give it to somebody that will use it. Minimize so you have less attachment to things, because the less we hold on to like material things, the more we open ourselves up to appreciating the other things in life, like the people around us and our experiences. Number 2, I would say use the nice dishes. If you have dishes that you got as a gift or that you inherited from a loved one, why would you put them away and let them just sit in a china cabinet and get dusty? Like, I understand they're valuable, but use them. And it doesn't have to be a special occasion. I just started using my pretty flower plates that I inherited from my grandma just for like a snack plate one day for lunch, and it just brings me joy to be able to use those things and enjoy them. Or like some pretty glasses, if you have little antique things or whatever, it's okay to use them. Just hand wash it after and put it away, but use the nice things. Life is meant to be enjoyed, and so are those things. Number 3, do a social media cleanse. I'm talking take the apps off your phone or move them completely off your home screen so that way they're harder to get to. But I say completely take them off for at least a couple weeks, even a month or longer, because you would be surprised how much more you start getting done and tackling like your to-do list and being more present in your life once you stop scrolling. Because for me personally, I have to do this every so often because I catch myself spending time on breaks or when I'm trying to detach and not deal with things in my life, I'll sit there and scroll, and before you know it, hours have gone by. So when my kids were younger, I started having it be electronic free Sundays, where there was no phones on Sundays, and that gave them the opportunity to read or handle things that they needed to get done, and for them to see the benefits of not being on your phone all the time too, so that hopefully my goal was when they're older, they would know how to limit their social media use as well, and know when it's time to take a break, it's time to take a break. So it's okay to delete the apps every once in a while and give yourself a chance to reset and live your life without scrolling all the time. Okay, number 4, my advice would be don't compare yourself to others. I know we hear it all the time, but there is so much truth in that statement, because I've even been guilty of it. When you compare, it starts to take your joy away from the things that you have in your life and the things that you have to offer as a person. Like, there's only one me, there's only one you, and you have gifts and talents and a personality that nobody else has. So don't compare yourself to other people or what they have, because then it's just going to make yourself feel down and sad. And instead, if you know about the law of attraction, you know that if you focus on the good gets better, and that's true. So once I started practicing gratitude and consciously making an effort to think about the things and even write them down sometimes, all the things that I'm grateful for in my life, no matter how big or how small, it just opens you up to receiving more blessings, because the more you focus on that, the more you're going to attract that. And last but not least, number 5 for today is do it scared. Don't put off something that you've been wanting to do forever, because you never know when the right time is going to come. I did that too. And then I had a wake-up call when my brother passed away, and I realized life is short, and I'm tired of sitting around and like having this to-do list of things I would do when the perfect time came, or when I lost weight, then I could do this. No, I started doing it, and I did it when I was scared. I did it alone. I did it with a few extra pounds on me. I went snowboarding. I started cold plunging. I went paddleboarding for the first time. And was it hard? Hell yeah, it was hard. When I went snowboarding and I couldn't stay up on the board and I kept falling, I cried and I let it out and I was frustrated. But the second time I went, I had that muscle memory, and it was easier to stay up on the board, and it was fun and it was exciting, and I'm looking forward to going more this year. And same thing with paddleboarding and like the cold plunges. Like, that's just my examples, but anything that you've been wanting to do, do it. Even if you're scared, even if you don't have anybody that's going to go with you, just freaking do it, because you will be so proud of yourself afterwards. All right, that's my top 5 for today. If you guys want me to keep going with this series, let me know, and I'll move on to the next 5 that I have on my list. Otherwise, love you guys. Bye.